Please read the disclaimer.
The year is 1997, and under the heat of the July sun, the waves of the Atlantic Ocean lap against an oceanographic trawler, the Ocean Wrestler, currently several hundred miles east from the Bermuda Triangle and alone on the horizon. On the weather deck stand four searchers, the sea breeze filling their lungs as they pose for a photo. Behind them, a specially constructed, toughened submersible designed to operate under severe and abnormal conditions, ideal for their purposes. Standing proud in his boots is Greg Blower, the financial backing behind this historic adventure, the sweat congealing on his brow as he suffers the infernal heat. Behind Mr. Blower is Simon Creek, officially Mr. Blower's bodyguard, unofficially the good-for-nothing nephew. Then, the enigmatic Helen Milton with her alert scientific mind, educated in the top colleges in the country. Finally, Professor Caldwell, world-renowned archaeologist, considered to be a fruitcake on the hunt of a lost cause by many in the archaeological community, but in his heart and mind, he knows the many clues and legends he has followed will prove true in the end. The four enter and seal the only exit to the submersible. The tension in the air is thick, and as the professor checks the oxygen pressure levels, the winch is started up and the submersible is slowly lowered into the deep, murky Atlantic Ocean. The search for a mystery hidden by the sands of time has begun. This is the search for Atlantis. Atlantis, a myth known around the world as the city which was sunken by an angry god. Many have searched for it and failed. The lost city has hidden itself well from the prying eyes of the world. As the submersible descends fathom after fathom, Helen watches the instruments act quirkily. It started with a twitch here and there, then some unbelievable readings. Looking at his chronometer, the professor smiles to himself. A quick warning about an abnormal magnetic field puts Helen's mind at rest, but agitates Mr. Blower and confuses Simon. It happened so slowly they almost didn't notice. At first it was just a little dim and warm. Then as the sleek yellow submersible continued into the magnetic field, it got brighter and brighter and warmer and warmer. Then Simon noticed a fish, a big fish, a glowing fish. He pointed it out to the professor, who smiled and said it was a prophetic dolphin, reciting a passage written by Christopher Columbus, who spoke of mystic glowing creatures making ethereal noises and guiding them through dangerous waters. It took just a second for the professor to decide the path they should take, and as the dolphin began to swim further into the murkiness, the professor told Helen to use the dolphin as their guide. This drew more than a raised eyebrow from Mr. Blower, who was expecting a well-choreographed scientific mission. He wasn't expecting this. Guiding the submersible through the silence of the seabed, leading them right to the center of the magnetic field, Helen watched the radar as many other curious dolphins began to surround them. Helen smelt the burning electronics of the guidance console and knew they were going to crash. The submersible shook violently as it made contact. Everybody was thrown from their seats onto hard, unforgiving surfaces. In the dim light from outside, Mr. Blower searched for his cigar lighter, constantly muttering insults at the professor. A hull-ripping creak shuddered through the small craft as it finally came to rest. Simon found Mr. Blower in the darkness and helped him to his feet. Meanwhile, the professor was both thanking and praying to the gods. Helen piped up with a status report, her fingers trying the dead controls to no avail. Most of the electrics were gone, and the hull was taking on water. Then the professor suggested she should try the outside lights, as they had their own power supply. There it was, the professor's holy grail and Mr. Blower's unique business opportunity, Atlantis. In London several days later, and in the middle of a snowstorm, a newspaper editor waits.
Okay, that was a very long intro, wasn't it? But hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're looking at some PlayStation 1 randoms. We're going to be continuing the set after obviously a small break, doing the requested game, Bio Classics, and the 3DS anime game. So we got another 4 PlayStation 1 randoms, starting off with Ark of Time, which looks to be kind of like a point and click adventure kind of game, I think. It was developed by ICE, never heard of them before, published by Project 2 Interactive and released in July 1998. It's one of those games where they went for a brief stint where obviously this game was released on PC, not surprisingly, but they went for a brief stint where they released like point and click adventures on PlayStation 1 for some reason. I don't know why, but they did. There's quite a few point and click adventures on PlayStation 1. And it's okay. It translates fine. Just the graphical quality is not as great, I don't think. But anyway, let's go into it finally. We're 6.5 minutes in, and we're only just starting the game up technically. That was a very long intro. Normally I would skip if it went on for too long, but it seemed interesting. It seemed quite interesting. So, okay.
Kendall, you look exhausted.
Yeah, see, look, you got a little mouse cursor and everything.
Not really. It's actually a great job.
I see. Well, you remember a couple of weeks back you said you really wanted to be a serious reporter. Well, now here's your chance. I'm sending you to the Caribbean to find a missing professor. It's a top
Okay.
story, and I know you won't let me down.
Well, Did you say the Caribbean?
Yes. It seems Professor Caldwell went there recently, but since then, nobody has heard a thing from him. You may remember that he came into the office a few months back, claiming he was onto the biggest archaeological discovery of this century.
Oh, interesting.
Chief, I'm happy doing the sports reviews here in snowy England. The Caribbean sounds great, but this is a job for a more seasoned reporter. Isn't there somebody else you could send?
He knows his limits.
I think you're underestimating your talents. I've seen something in you which only the best reporters have.
Really?
I think it's about time you went on a serious report. You're wasted on the sports section. This assignment will hone your skills.
But maybe he just likes staying on the sports section. There's no pressure on the sports section.
Wherever you need to go.
You want me to fly in that rust bucket across the Atlantic? Forget it.
It's not so bad. Here, take this rum.
Here, have a drink.
You'll be out like a light. You'll find that you'll hold together once in the air.
Are you sure you can't get anybody else to do this?
I'd go myself, but I'm working on this ancient languages piece for the next issue. It's fun for an old connoisseur like me, but you wouldn't appreciate it.
Okay.
Caribbean, I'm beginning to like the sound of sun-swept beaches and...
Bye, Kendall. Go find me that professor.
He doesn't care.
Bye, slave driver. Oh, I mean, Chief.
Interesting. There's a picture of a dog here. Let's have a look at it. Go look at the picture of the dog.
It's hard to say which is fatter, the dog or the editor.
Ooh, sick burns! You coming out with a sick burns right here. Got some newspapers. So yeah, it's a point and click adventure. Walk around.
Wow, those are
Click
a
on
real
things.
historical find, probably from the beginning of the century. Half empty, of course, or as the editor would say, half full. Oh, look, here are the chocolates we gave him on his birthday.
Too bad they're all gone. Oof! Get fucked. Get fucked, editor. What the hell? There seems to be like a graphical glitch up here. But, yeah, it's a point and click adventure. Okay, I see. I don't need to talk to the editor. Oh. Bottle of rum. I have the game options. Richard's press thing and the bottle. All right. So how do we leave the... Guess I move over here? Oh, there's a door. I see the door. Okay.
Way to the outside world. A quick taxi ride. I'm at the airport. Way to the outside and when I'm at the airport.
Okay. So a quick taxi ride. Well, do I need to ring the taxi? This is why I don't play point and click adventures, is because I don't get very far because right, oh you just if you just thought about it a bit more. I play video games to zone out for most of the time. I don't do it for YouTube, and I enjoy doing it for YouTube, but I don't fucking play video games to have thought-provoking fucking realizations. The same with movies. So like, oh, oh, okay, yeah, but like I said, this point still stands. I don't do that. There we go. So you have to press circle on the door to open the door. So I guess the circle is the action button, and the X button is the look button. Okay. So what do we have here? We have go to. We have a painter. Let's go talk to the painter. See what the painter's got to say. Hello, Mr. Painter.
This would be the infamous lady painter of the Caribbean. I think I expected someone different.
Beat her. Oh no. Ask her what she's painting.
Excuse me, ma'am, but what are you painting? From here you can only see the fountain, some buildings, and a couple of palm trees.
Don't call me ma'am. Call me Judith. Old Aunt Judith.
Okay.
World-renowned psychic painter.
Okay, Aunt Judith. And what is it that you are painting right now?
I'm painting your future. But this is not the time to ask questions. You're a good-looking young man. Don't you have a girlfriend?
You're the psychic one. You tell me.
It doesn't work
Oh,
that way.
yes it does.
I'm
Shut up,
just
Judith.
old
Fuck you,
lady
Judith.
Judith.
Don't fucking know anything. Psychic ass.
Okay, sure. What do you want me to do?
Go and fill up this little pot with clean water. You see, I can't wash my brushes with this dirty water.
Okay, I understand. Well, just give it to me, Aunt Judith.
Menial
See that you
tasks.
get
This
what
is
you
what it
want.
is in point and click adventures. It's menial tasks.
Good. Thank you.
Okay. Let's ask her that as well.
Have you seen a strange-looking English guy around here? Well, he's a scientist and probably came here with a lot of equipment, doing some research.
If I'd have seen such a man, I wouldn't have missed a dinner opportunity. Dear, I've seen nobody like that.
Okay, thanks anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, there's a church door. There's a note on the church door. There's a sign up there. So she says about filling it up with clean water. So couldn't I take...
This stuff really stains. I've got to be careful not to spill it on anything valuable.
Spill it on everything valuable. Right, so if I take the... Use pot of dirty water with fountain. Come on, common sense dictates you'll just chuck it in the fucking fountain and call it a fucking day, wouldn't you? And then just fill it up with fucking fountain water? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I'm not the mind of a developer, I guess. Well, you'd want the first puzzle in the game to be fairly easy. Oh, she's giving you a paint thing. Just go and, whatever. But I don't see myself playing too much of this, if I'm honest with you. It's just, I'm not really into point and click
Something's
adventures.
not quite right here.
What do you mean? Read the note.
Something's not quite.
What do you mean something's not quite right? It's a fucking note on the rule. Just recite what the note says. It's not fucking difficult, Jeffrey. I don't even know what his fucking name is. I'm just going to call him Jeffrey.
It's a big, strong door.
Yes, it is.
I can't open it. It seems to be locked from the inside.
Go do something with the note then.
Reads, I'm on spiritual retreat. For urgent messages, write to Postbox 335.
Oh, okay, so...
Hotel Splendid, Bahamas, your loving priest. Since when was the Bahamas a spiritual retreat?
So the X button is basically Jeffrey says something fucking stupid about the fucking item in question. And the circle button is use said item. Okay. Now I know. See, now I know. Now I know. There's a go-to sign up here. There we go. There we go. We're going to go to somewhere. I don't know where we're going to go. But we're going to go to somewhere. He's going to walk off this way, and it's going to lead somewhere. Don't know where, but we're just going to go this way. Oh. There's a There's a bungalow here. Bungalow! It's a bungalow. Go say something stupid about the door, Jeffrey. It's a bungalow door.
Simple door. It isn't very difficult to force this lock.
Force it then. Go in there, bungalow boy. Jeffrey! Now, this looks like a sciencey area. It looks fucking sciencey in here. Yeah, fuck this. Professor's notes.
Seems to be the professor's handwriting.
Oh my god. Read it.
If I can make out this terrible handwriting, I think it reads, maybe Simon is a fool, but he's strong as a lion. Who is this Simon? With his bare hands, he tore up the headstone from the floor. The church, and under it was the missing key. I can't read anything else but a rusty passage to an ancient tomb.
Really? Okay then. Get in the hammock.
This hammock is very tempting. It looks really comfortable.
Get in the hammock, Jeffrey.
If I lie down, I'll fall asleep.
That's fine, Jeffrey. Fuck the professor. Let him die. Let him die, I say. Fuck that professor. Let him die. Well, good. He doesn't have to walk all the way over the door. You just press circle on it and boom, he's gone. Go to the village square. I'm going to the village. So basically, it's told us that that there's a cemetery somewhere, and we can get a key to the church door there. So what we'll do is we'll go to that way, which obviously is going to lead somewhere else. Here we go. I don't know what the fuck. What is this? That is a curator's card map. There's a map here. Let's go and have a look at the map.
What a beautiful map of the village. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, fucking take it with you, you dumbass. Rip it off the wall and go, it's mine now, bitch! That's what you gotta say. There's a sign up there. Look at the sign. Yes.
No parking. I don't know what to do with it.
You can fucking destroy it with your mind powers. Jeffrey, come on.
It's a real antique. Who knows where he found it?
Go and try the car.
Better not. If it falls to pieces, I'll have to pay for it.
No, you can just beat the shit out of it. Beat the shit out of the car. Fucking Ryu style from Street Fighter 2. Oh, dear.
Selection of tasteless junk.
Nick it.
Old junk.
Nick it then.
Junk.
Junk. Junk is a gum tree.
I didn't know gum trees were on the island. There are dead insects trapped and stuck to the tree.
Jokes on those fucking insects, aren't they? Dumbasses.
Garbage collectors are apparently very lousy here. Not at the point of rummaging in the rubbish just yet.
Just yet. Give it a couple of hours.
Excuse me, friend. Is it possible to visit the museum?
Certainly, if you pay for a ticket.
Why did you leave your old wreck right here?
Old wreck! This is a classic Mustang. You just can't find these cars anymore.
So, how much is an entrance ticket?
$2.
I was gonna say, I was surprised he did. I'm surprised he doesn't. Oh, but I haven't got $2, and he's just a poor. He's just fucking poor. Like, paintings and shit. Picture, showcase. Yeah,
Nothing concerning football.
of course, Jeffrey.
It's all fastened securely in place.
Just take it, Jeffrey. Pull the gun and take it. All right. I think I'm done here. You know, it is a typical point-and-click adventure game. I've never gone into point-and-click adventures. I've tried a couple in my time, like the Sam and Max and Back to the Future, and I just kind of I can't get into them. So they're too slow, I think. Maybe they are trying to tell a story, and that's fine. And they require you to kind of like there is a few puzzles here and there. I don't know. I just find them boring if I'm honest with you. But there you go. That was Ark of Time. I've been Bayer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.